can control how we react and respond to things, and we can control our day-to-day,
Yeah.
how we approach life, how we react to what life is giving us. And because grief itself is such a kind of cuckoo, beautiful, but really tricky, really challenging thing to move through. My encouragement for everyone that'll listen to me now is to just be gentle.
Yeah.
Just be gentle with yourself, be gentle with others. And even pre-pandemic, that douchebag manager, like, you know, people are just doing the best they can. And people only have the tools that they have based on their upbringing and their experience in life, right? So even if someone seems to be very challenging for us, or it's like they're out to get us, because there are people that I said yesterday, everything is getting triggered right now.
Yeah.
Like if you have anything going on, it's all your buttons are being pushed, you know, and the same is true for everybody else. So it's just really important to just move through all of this with as much grace and gentleness as we can with ourselves and everyone else. And yeah, I would just encourage that this month, because like I said, I feel like there's another shift happening in the air, and it doesn't, I'm not like stoked about it. What I feel, it makes me a little nervous, because this
Maybe
is
that means
hard.
that Mary Poppins is coming.
Maybe Mary Poppins is coming. You know, but it's not like novel anymore, right? It's not a novelty anymore. Like now we're like, oh, how long is this going to go on? And is my business ever going to recover? And you know, all the real, like it's sinking in. And I think that's why there's like a rising of something happening. And to me, acceptance is where it's at, because and perspective and gratitude. And by the way, and I know we've talked about gratitude many times, because the truth is, there are people in this country who are homeless, trying to protect themselves right now, right? There are people scared of getting deported right now and trying to survive this. There are people whose businesses have completely collapsed. They're filing for bankruptcy. There are people whose entire families have been knocked out by this. Okay, so if we're on a call and you have internet and a roof and running water, and you can get Amazon Fresh to deliver your groceries so you don't even have to leave the house, like, perspective, yeah? But you can be grateful for all those things. And I encourage you to be grateful for all those things.
Yes.
And you can still be pissed.
Yeah, you're allowed.
And you can still be sad. And you can still be devastated. And you can still be grieving. And you can still be scared. Because I you know, whenever I bring up gratitude, and so many, you know, thought leaders and wellness leaders, they do, and it's because it's like the key to everything as far as I'm concerned, and all happiness is gratitude, appreciation, perspective. But I think, at least in my own experience, it's tricky for me when I'm like, yeah, I'm grateful, but, and then I stomp around and I'm like mad at myself that I'm mad. And like, that doesn't seem very helpful, right? Like, that's not very productive to be mad that you're mad. Like, just be mad. Just be mad. I don't know. So there's room, there's space for all of it. There's space to be grateful. There's space to do what you can, whatever that looks like. Teaching a class for 3D, volunteering with your mask and passing out sandwiches for the homeless down in your neighborhood, donating money if you have extra, send it somewhere, do some good, make some masks, call a friend, check on a friend that's isolating alone. You know, do like an online game situation, like keep them entertained, check on them, you know, like, or if you have nothing left to give, if your well is so dried up because of this, then you go in, and you just take care of you. And there's nothing wrong with that. In fact, that is how you
That was me.
Right.
That was totally.
That's how you help people, is you go in, you take care of you. You shush it. You stop with the stimulation and the distraction, and you get quiet and you find the help you need, like we said, and you go in and you connect to that gratitude, even if it's like, I'm glad I'm breathing today. Wow, I woke up again. That's awesome. Oh, the sun's shining? Cool. Okay. And it's little piece by piece. I'm grateful for the color purple. I'm grateful for my favorite pizza place. I'm great, like, whatever, guys. It doesn't have to be big, and we can live in that, and we can find peace in that, and then calm ourselves down till we can do more. Yeah, so many. I mean, yeah, we had guys. We had the internet. They didn't have the internet during the Depression. Okay, when people had to like ration for 5 years and be, you know, miserable and bored and poor. Like we have the internet. We get to do this. So plenty to be grateful for. Anyway, I hope some of that stuff resonates with you guys. Let's meditate. How's that sound? Yeah? Cool, cool, cool. Okay. I'm not going to do music today because I don't feel like it. I don't want to worry about it. But because you're all muted, if you have like some background tunes you want to put on, or click on your, if you have like 2 devices, or if there anything, otherwise, as always, Mother Nature provides us a beautiful soundtrack of her own. The birds chirping outside, the wind rushing by, your neighbors making too much noise, whatever it is, like let that be the soundtrack, okay? So everybody sit up nice and tall. Close your eyes. I will keep an eye on the internet to make sure I don't crap out again, but I'll come back if I do. So close your eyes and just start to relax into your breath. So if you want, hike your shoulders up and then roll them down and back a couple times. You too, Luca. There you go. Nice. Close your eyes. Relax, relax, relax. Palms facing up in your lap so we can be in a place of receiving, of giving, of being in flow with nature herself. Unclench your jaw if you're a little tight and you want to massage your jaw. Some of us grind our teeth at night, or we're just clenching because this whole situation is way more tense than we're used to. You can rub that out. If you want to roll your head from one shoulder across your chest to the other, just kind of relax that neck. Really good, everybody. And when you're ready, take your time, come back to stillness. And when you inhale, I want you to breathe in through your nose, excuse me, filling up your belly with air and your chest rises. So again, a lot of us are performers, so we know how to have nice, big, full, deep breaths. So in through the nose, filling up the belly with air, then the chest rises with air. And then when we exhale out of the mouth, you feel your belly contract and your chest fall. So in through the nose, out through the mouth. And again, you're all muted. So really, if you want to just let some noise out, do it. A yawn, a noise, a sigh. There you go. Nice, everybody. So good, so good. In through the nose, the belly fills up, the chest rises. Out of the mouth, releasing and relaxing, the belly contracts, the chest falls. Every inhale, filling ourselves up with this light, with this love, with this compassion, with this beauty, with this joy still available to us right now. And every exhale, we relax and we release and we let something go. In through the nose, out through the mouth. And if you want to give your brain something to focus on, think the word inhale on the inhale, exhale on the exhale. Or just ride the wave of your own breath. Feeling it move through you, this incredible act that happens a billion times in your lifetime without you even thinking about it. From the moment we enter this world until we leave, these inhales and these exhales carry us through everything. Our breath is our best friend. Our breath is our constant. Our breath can handle all of it. We just have to say yes. Our breath is always waiting for us when we want to pause, when we want to celebrate, when we're sleeping, when we're moving. These beautiful, loving, nourishing inhales and exhales are with us. So take a few moments here and just enjoy the breath, enjoy the flow, enjoy the waves of energy coming in and out of your body. Always loving and always supporting. Stay with your breath. This constant thing that we all have in common. I'm going to sing a couple rounds of a Sanskrit mantra because I feel called to do so. So just keep staying with your breath, your inhales, your exhales. The mantra simply means I am. I am. And what we all are is truth. What we all are is love. What we all are is one. We are whole. We are perfect. We are beautiful. Soham Satnam 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 Soham Breathing in and breathing out. We are whole. We are perfect. We are love. We are loved. May all be so blessed. And so it is. Three more deep breaths all together. Everybody in through the nose, filling up with air from your toes all the way to the top of your head. Nice full breaths. And exhaling out of the mouth. Relaxing, releasing, letting go. In through the nose, filling up, 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 up. Exhaling out of the mouth, letting it all go. One more full deep breath, choosing joy, choosing love, choosing life. Breathe in and exhale, letting everything else go. Landing in gratitude, in gentleness, in grace. And gently open your eyes whenever you're ready, returning to this space. The other day on my own meditation, I was just doing the ohms, right? OM or AUM is really like the sounds you're trying to make with your mouth. And they say it's like the most holy sound in the world because it's amen, it's shalom, it's, you know, namaste, like aum, like that's in any and all religions, any and all beliefs, there's this aum sound. So that's why people do om. So I was just sitting in some ohms the other day. That's the most ridiculous thing to ever come out of my mouth. And that's saying something. But anyway, it was really neat for me because I was sitting up and I was just for like 5-10 minutes. That's all I was doing. And I felt like Misha and Jeremy was saying, I felt like I felt myself going deeper too. Like something was happening. Like you just kind of really go in, and Diana, like you start to vibe with it. And what I realized was happening in theory, in my mind, what I felt in my body, it was like a really cool, like chakra alignment. I just felt like all my insides kind of got cleaned up and like straightened up. You know, it was really neat. Like it was just like a physical internal moment. And there is something to the chanting and that vibration. That's why certain tones are pleasing to the ear and certain ones aren't, because they're like in line with our body and our vibration and where we're at and what we need. And then some really, really aren't, you know? So like vibing together is a real thing. Yeah. So that's really neat. Never thought about the connection. Oh, I'm so glad. Guys, this is great. This is so, thank you. Thank you as always, all of you, for coming back, one, and for sharing in the chats or vocally. Like I'm fine listening to myself talk for an hour, but it's much more fun for me if we get the conversation part going. So, you know, it's always fun for me to show up and just see what's needed. Mm-hmm. To show up and see what I can give, to show up and see where you all take it, because like literally 100% of the time, even if I had something in mind, I'm going to say 95% of the time, if I have something in mind, I show up. And this was true since day one, when I like was teaching without even knowing I was teaching a couple years ago. It was like girlfriends and I getting together. They're like, I want to learn to meditate. I want to meditate more. And I was like, I'll host. And then I ended up just like leading. But then like they let me and they were excited about it. And I'd come to the meeting or whatever. And I'd have this like beautiful poem or like a something or and that's like not what was happening in front of me. And it was such a beautiful gift. And like, again, releasing our expectations, releasing this concept, this idea that we know not only everything, but like anything, like we just don't. But if we show up with love, if we show up with a spirit of service and staying open and curious to what's in front of us and what we can get and what we can give and how we can share with each other, it organically already, it takes care of itself. And it's hard, it's awkward, it's really uncomfortable at first to like trust it and play with that. But But that's what happens here. And every single one of these, I have just felt so filled with gratitude for every single one of you, because we're all doing this. The magic you feel, the power you feel, the energy we all feel together, that's everybody. So I just want to thank you all. And Danielle, it was a real treat to have you here today.
This has been such a treat for me. This is something that we can control.
Right.
Yeah.
There you go.
We can do this together. This is great. I'm seriously, this has been such an amazing class. I'm like, so I feel so stupid for not coming until now. You know? But
it's all right.
The important thing is that I'm here now, and I'm happy to be.
Yeah, and again, and we've said this many times, you guys, you got to trust the timing.
Yes.
It's like people can tell you something like 1,000 different times, but you're not going to hear it till you're ready to hear it. It's the same thing. Like we show up when we're ready to show up. So it's not going anywhere. Abundance, abundance, abundance. I adore all of you. Thank you, everybody. I'm looking at all your beautiful faces, your names. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I'll see you Thursday.
Yay. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you.